Welcome to the week 6 video of the Learn to Crochet for Beginners series. This is the last video in the series. My name is Sultana Muzikir of sultanamuzikir.com. I'm a left-hand crochet designer and maker who loves everything handmade. In week 5's video, we went over how to make a half double crochet. The homework was to make a swatch to practice making half double crochet stitches. I hope that you feel more comfortable making half double crochets. Remember that the more you practice, it should become a little easier. In this week's video, you're going to make a cowl scarf using the half double crochet stitch that you just learned in week 5's video. And these are the materials needed for the cowl scarf project. Of course, you need some yarn, size 4 medium weight yarn, and you need, for this project, we're going to use size J 6.0 crochet hook. And if you don't have a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook, you can continue using the I9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook that we've been using throughout this series. And you'll need a measuring tape, some scissors, and a yarn needle. So grab your yarn, grab your crochet hook, and let's get started. First, we're going to make a slip knot. And we are going to make 23 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now you're going to make a half double crochet into the third chain from the hook. So you don't count this stitch is on the crochet hook. So the third chain, 1, 2, 3. We'll start here. Insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's your first half double crochet, and we're going to make half double crochets all across this chain. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So let's make the half double crochets across the entire row, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I made the half double crochets across the row, and you should have 21 half double crochets. So let's count them, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 21 half double crochets. Now what we're going to do, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and you're going to make half double crochets. We're going to use that stitch throughout the entire scarf. So you're going to start here on the first stitch here. That's where you're going to make the next half double crochet. And we're going to make half double crochets across the row. And what we're going to do to make this cowl scarf, we're going to work, this is going to be the width of the scarf, and we're going to crochet the length of the scarf this way. So let's make half double crochets across this row. And I think when you first start learning how to crochet, you should really count your stitches after every row to make sure you have the correct amount of stitches that you're supposed to have in each row. So just continue making the half double crochets across the row here. And this is a good project to practice your stitch, and you're going to have a wearable item when you finish. So let's see, we're almost at the end of this row, row 2, and make a half double crochet into that last stitch here. Chain 2, turn your work, and keep making your half double crochets across the row. Chain 2, turn your work, and we are going to work the half double crochets until your piece measures 26 inches. So that is the purpose of your measuring tape, because as you're crocheting and your piece is getting longer, you can check to see how long your piece is getting until you get to 26 inches. And I will meet you halfway through. Okay, so I'm back, and I've been crocheting on my scarf, and I was trying to guess maybe I was halfway through, and now I'm going to measure and see how long my scarf is so far. And take my tape measure here, and I'm going to measure from the middle part of the scarf over. So I have about 14 3/4 inches I've crocheted so far, and we're going to make this scarf 26 inches or 66 centimeters. So I have a little ways to go. I'm a little more than halfway through. So continue working on your scarf, and I'll meet you back here when I get to 26 inches and show you how we're going to finish up the scarf. Okay, so I'm back, and I have my piece, my scarf, 26 inches, and double check and measure here. Let's see. And keep going here. So I have 26 inches, and or 66 centimeters. And what we're going to do next, we're going to finish off the ends. We're going to sew the two short ends together to make our cowl. But when we cut our yarn, we're going to leave about, I say 24 inches, 24-inch tail. So you can eyeball it, and I think I might leave a little bit more than that just to make sure I have enough, because we're going to use this piece to sew the ends together, and I want to make sure I have enough yarn left. So I'm going to cut that there. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your yarn over, and you're going to pull your yarn through that loop there to tie it off. And now you have this long tail. This is what you're going to use to sew the two short ends of your cowl together. So you're going to fold your scarf right sides together. And now we're going to thread our needle. Thread your yarn needle. And what I like to do, I like to bend the yarn over like this and just push it through the eye of the needle like that. And we're just going to use a simple stitch, nothing fancy. And I'm going to go in and out of the stitches from each side of the scarf to sew it together. So I'm going to sew it together and try to match up the stitches from both sides. And just keep sewing back and forth. I'm trying to match the stitches from each side as much as possible. And this is just a nice, easy pattern that you can use to make cowl scarves for yourself or family, friends. And you can change the look of the scarf by using different types of yarn, different colors, different patterns. And it's a nice, easy pattern. You can use any stitch that you would like. You can use any stitch that we use in this Learn to Crochet series. And when you learn any other stitches, you can use any of those stitches also. And make this scarf. And we're just going to keep sewing all the way across. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now I've reached the end where I've sewn the scarf together. And next we have to weave in the ends, because when we cut the yarn, we don't want any yarn hanging off from our scarf. So to weave in the ends, you're going to take your needle and you're going to run your needle through some of the stitches like this. And then you want to go in the opposite direction and run your needle through some more of the stitches like that. And what you're trying to do is secure the yarn into the fabric. And let's go back in the opposite direction, do some more stitches. And I like to do that one more time. Go back down through the stitches again, like that. And then I'm going to cut the yarn so that it's securely placed into the scarf. And you have one more in here. This is where you started the cowl. We have to weave in that in also. So I'm going to thread my yarn needle with this first end here. And I'm going to run the yarn through some of the stitches here. And the main point is to secure the ends and so they're not hanging out from the scarf, and to make it look neat. And just go back and forth until you feel like that yarn is secure in there. And I'm just gonna go one more time down into the stitches and cut that tail off. And I'm going to turn my scarf to the right side. And that's where it was sewn together. And you finish your cowl. How about that? So, congratulations. You just made a cowl scarf. And I'm so proud of you and the accomplishments that you've made throughout this series. You've learned how to make the basic crochet stitches and got some tips along the way. Now that you know how to make these basic stitches, you can make just about anything that you desire. You can make scarves, blankets, shawls, etc. The art of crocheting is an awesome skill where you can not only use your creative side, but you can also receive some health benefits like relieving stress, anxiety, and improving your motor skills. Just to name a few. So I hope that you enjoyed this series, and it was a pleasure sharing some crochet fun with you. You now have the ability to make whatever you desire. Remember to continue practicing everything that you've learned, because the more you practice, the easier it should become. You can also check out the other videos that I have on my channel, giving you more information on different crochet stitches, yarn reviews, tips, and more. I hope this video and series was helpful for you, and if so, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share, and ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. In the meantime, have a wonderful day and happy crocheting.